Loading into the game. My eyes, they get blinded by the white screen. Ow. My eyes. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. I had fun playing it yesterday. Full disclosure, I'm not tired. I probably should be. I've been up for a bit. I've been up for a good amount of hours at this point, I would argue, but well. Oh, pardon me. I had fun yesterday playing Genshin. Felt like it was a nice, relaxing break from, from more stressful things ongoing. Speaking of stressful things, it's not fun. It's not fun when a boss decides, screw what your party's capable of. You're dead now. Spoilers for the Reverie playthrough. And I'll still refuse to refer to C as their identity, even though we've gotten to the point where their mask is taken off of them. Like, that's just a point blank. I won't mention it. Unless we're currently playing Reverie and on like C's route, where it makes perfect sense for me to make mention to it. Anyway. What we got here in our guide? We've got nothing, except telling us that we can do some key quests, as we can't actually access the current Archon quest line, due to the fact that we need to be AR10. We are not AR10. We have Kaya's Troubles and Glide with the Wind. All in all, let's talk to Kaya. He's over by the Favonius headquarters, so we can just teleport our way there and get to work. And dive down. Hello, mental reaction. Loading screen hint. We're AR8, so we'll probably be AR10.
This is bad.
Do this stuff.
Such a hassle.
You don't usually lose your chill.
What am I going to do? Oh, thank the thousand winds. Your arrival must be the grace of the gods.
Yes, it is I, the messenger of your lowly god. Do as I say.
Envoy sent by the Animo god to save this mere mortal. Could you spare a moment?
I haven't done this quest since 2020. Oh, wait, tell me what happened.
I cannot let my peers hear about this. I cannot seek help from anyone else but you. Please, let us move to somewhere more fit for such conversations.
Considering there is a guy here that's going to be standing guard of a room, yeah, fair enough.
Let's talk in the courtyard, just outside headquarters. Come with me.
If it's important for it to not be near the ears of the Knights of Favonius, then you'd think maybe not right next to the headquarters there a little bit, but oh well. Actually, since we're in here, secret pirate treasure. Pirates. Treasure. Treasure pirate. What's in here? Oh yeah, this is Jean's office. Shouldn't there be a library around here? Yeah, here's the library. I know we don't need to go in here yet because Lisa's quest isn't until AR-15 of all things, but we can go around running around grabbing all of the various books that exist around here. I am now a war criminal. Oh god, what did you do to become a war criminal? Obviously crime. I would not expect it to be. I jaywalked, and now I'm hunted by federal agents. Although that would be rather funny. Oh, I'm now sat down. Oh, now I'm standing up again. Let's go and steal all these books. The Chelian Studies Expert. Achievement. Love me a good achievement. Or at least an easy one. How many different issues of the Blood Princess is there? Ah, and there's everything that's on the bottom floor. Where was that Blood Princess from? There it was. There. I don't even know if I can read all these books. I'm just grabbing them. What's Lisa gonna do? Electrocute me? I'd like to see her try. I say moments before getting electrocuted. At least it seems like pretty much all of these books are here at least. They're not scattered across the entire area, because that would be not as fun. Or you know, a 3 and a 9 situation where the game probably would, where the developers actually want you to collect all the books for lore and stuff, you know, for the lore of things occurring. Let's get out of here. Let's start doing the quest. So anyway, roughly about 60 meters away from the headquarters of the Nodus Viserius, Kaya will tell us the issues of the
This
issue.
place will do.
Tell us what it's about already.
How should I begin?
Why
Oh,
this
right.
distance is good enough.
Let me
but
tell you a secret
regardless.
first. It's a secret of my past, and I confide in you to keep it.
Don't worry. Paimon's lips are sealed.
Paimon probably lying as naturally as she breathes, or as Paimon breathes.
As a
I
matter
don't
of
really
fact,
ever confirm
My
Paimon's
grandfather was a
gender.
pirate.
Unless they have suddenly in Fontaine or Natland, or I forgot.
Oh,
But regardless, no, okay.
Wait, why do you sound so blithe? Do you think I'm
Nah,
making it up?
just sounds rather normal actually. Guys, my ancestors got involved in doing pirate stuff. No, alright, okay, fair enough. You're not currently doing any piratery, are you? No. Well then, there you go. What's the issue?
Look at my eye patch. I inherited it from my grandfather, and this is solid proof that we are related by blood.
Never knew you could inherit eye patches. And
My,
it's certainly
how
a
could you not know
bizarre
such
thing,
common
but
knowledge? This is no different from children inheriting their hairstyles from their parents.
one is genetics. The other is an article of clothing.
Yesterday, I was glancing through the notes my grandfather left and stumbled upon records that spoke of a treasure.
treasure?
According
Simple
to his
enough.
notes, the treasure is buried in the lost Arcadian ruins.
Nice ring to it.
Treasure.
Paimon focusing on the wrong point about this.
But the location of the ruins is currently unknown. I've tried searching for clues.
Treasure!
Paimon.
Kaya, what kind of treasure is it? Gold? Or better yet, gems?
Treasures that consist of nothing but gold and gems are third-rate treasures.
And only fourth-rate pirates would ever go looking for that.
My grandfather's treasure is a sword. A magic sword that grants the wielder unrivaled power.
For you see, he becomes He-Man. For he has the power. And then he, like, hits Skirtle with it. Or something. I
The
don't know.
sword was dropped from Celestia into the sea by a god. It was later salvaged by my grandfather's crew by pure coincidence. The moment he gripped the
Coinky-dinks
sword,
happened.
thunder roared, billows howled,
And
the
he
clear
gained
skies were suddenly
electrovision.
swallowed by raging winds. With the might of the magic sword, my grandfather went on to defeat a Hydra, a silver-haired banshee, a wicked abyss dragon. But the immense power of the sword enticed many more greedy pirates.
As it would.
To avoid meaningless conflicts, my grandfather hid the magic sword.
Eight-headed hydras, silver-headed banshees. Do they really exist? Well, of course they used to exist, and then my grandfather killed them all with his super cool, awesome sword. Now they're extinct. Oh, right, fair enough.
The world we live in is fascinating, full of unknown and inexplicable wonders.
Holy moly! That's
But we don't want to spoil what you could find in your exploration, because then that would ruin the whole point of the exploring.
A gang of treasure hoarders has been very active lately, and many ruins have had their relics stolen by them.
No,
I'm afraid that they will soon discover the Arcadian ruins,
not the ruins.
and the
They've all
magic
been
sword will be
ruined.
lost.
We won't let it fall into the wrong hands. We must get the sword before them.
Gee, I wonder if it would be the wrong hands for Paimon to wield said sword.
You just rest assured that we are here to help.
Wow.
Thanks for volunteering.
Great. Please keep it a secret. I'll wait for your good news.
Hey, so what you think? Isn't it exciting? We're talking about a super duper powerful sword.
But is it true though?
Well, let's go to the Adventurers Guild and see if we can find out more. The adventurers should know more about the ruins, right?
I mean, most likely. Wait, that was a butterfly we could pick up. I didn't pick it up. Oh well. One leap and a jump to the Adventurers Guild. Hello, Cyrus.
Hey, kiddo. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
We're looking for...
We're not here for something that boring. We're looking for a sword that fell from Celestia. One that can kill 8-headed banshees and silver-haired hydras.
Try again.
It's super mega uber powerful.
You've said too much, Paimon.
It's fine, as long as Paimon doesn't tell them the treasure's location.
Why is there something flying around in my room? Ugh. You open the door for 5 seconds.
So, Cyrus, do you know where the Lost Arcadian ruins are supposed to be?
Paimon. Well, now she's done it.
Arcadian ruins. Never heard of them. Thanks for your intel anyway. If you do find these ruins, I'd love to see them.
My intel?
Oh, Paimon. And lo and behold, the treasure hoarder was eavesdropping.
Still no clues.
Well,
It's not like it's gonna be easy. Come on, it's the hiding place of the super amazing sword.
if memory serves me correctly as to where these supposed ruins actually end up being, Paimon, I'm gonna be honest, it was not that hidey of a hidey hole. For some reason, treasure hoarders just don't look in said places. Anyway, hello, Kaya. We need to talk to you because
you're
we have
back.
no idea what
Do
we're
you have
doing.
news for me?
Listen, we asked around the Adventurers Guild and found, well, nothing.
That much is expected.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I only mean that what's the fun in finding it without the hard work?
True.
However, I do have some clues.
Hey!
I sent someone to collate black market intel.
Oh boy,
It
the black
seems that
market.
someone
What could
does
possibly
know about
go
the
wrong?
Arcadian ruins.
Really? Where's the guy?
Now, as per the black market's rules, they will send someone to meet us to prevent leaks. We will
Naturally.
be meeting the informant at the Whispering Woods.
Then what are we waiting here for?
It's not ideal for Kaya to show his face.
That's right. You read my mind.
We are smarter
I am
than
a knight,
Paimon.
so I shouldn't have any dealings with the black market. You have my thanks. Of course, you'll be compensated for your troubles.
Oh, I mean,
By the
seriously,
knights.
like...
Oh,
I mean, hey, we'll get compensated at the very least, so... At least that will hopefully keep Paimon shut, but... Still, like, yeah, it's probably not a good idea for it to be like, we have information that your knights are dealing with the black market. What? That's impossible. It was Kaya. Oh, that explains everything. Like, that sort of attitude. Flying about, gracefully fooling around. We fall down the stairs, trip over the pots, die horribly with a broken neck several times over. The standard thing. Anyways, to the Whispering Woods, but I'm not really sure if there's a real, if there's a good waypoint for it, but we're already basically running our way through this place anyway. Alright, it gives me time to take a look at what else we can gather while just walking around. Like a mushroom. Or more sunsetters. Yeah, we could have possibly gone to that waypoint, but what's the fun in that? Unless it's a long distance, then I'll happily coalesce and be like, yeah, no, there's waypoints for a reason. But hey, we can also just quickly do more mining like we did last time. I actually do have an opinion that in some game series, there ends up just being characters that end up entering the plot at too late of a point. Oh yeah, she's in trouble. Level 5 healer chills. That could be rather troubling. As I was saying, because something like Seed's group in Weathery, it's carrying on plot threads from Cold Steel 4. They were not involved in that whatsoever.
Why is this happening to me? I shouldn't have helped him.
Him who?
Thanks so much for saving me. You're far more reliable than those
Yep.
Livonius guys.
They are certainly more reliable.
It's nothing. He's a traveler. He has to deal with stuff like this all the
Travelers
time.
do that. Apparently travelers need to know how to fight.
I've heard stories about you. I didn't think I'd be saved by the one I'm here to meet.
Oh, so you're the...
There we go.
Didn't know how I could pay you back initially, but now I think I'll just give you the intel for free.
I mean, we did save her life after
People
all.
in our circle
So,
know how important the network is.
Thank you, friend.
Lucky? But it's lucky for Kaya, isn't it? He's supposed to pay for the intel.
Listen well then. The intel on the Arcadian ruins. 3 6-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue. 1, the treasure.
It's a riddle.
Right.
There's also this map that came with
And in
it.
case we couldn't figure out what was meant by it, here's a picture to clearly explain to us where it is.
Could this be the expert's the spot? So the clue is more like a riddle. Well, should be a piece of cake for you, right?
Oh, sure
Finally,
thing.
well, if you can't solve it, we can ask Kaya. He seems like a nerd too.
I'll leave
For those
you
that are
the
truly
intel
lost.
So you can review it at any time.
Thanks, File. 3 6-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue. 1 the treasure. What does that mean?
Good that your reading skills
You
are there,
don't wanna
Paimon.
ask Kaya, you better figure it out.
Well, first things first, we better head back to Mondstadt here. And as I was saying, something like I'm going to talk about Zero Escape now. Something like Zero Time Dilemma suffers from that same issue. As while there's a bunch of returning characters or characters that we knew of in the past entries that have made their entry now, they come in with at least the lore of who they are and how it's like, okay, it's understandable how we are aware of what they are up to. But you do get some characters that are just completely new, and it's like they don't have any relevance in any way, shape or form other than, oh, we need to have 9 people because this is a Zero Escape game and we like to split it off in threes in terms of, we like to do this whole splitting in threes thing. Oh, a merchant poster to do with the, good enough. Because that's an actual issue, and at least one of them has something similar to what some of the other characters have in like Virtue's Last Reward and whatnot. So it's actually not too bad for them. But then there's 2 characters that literally don't. They just exist just for the sake of we need new characters to exist. They have no bearing to the overarching plot basically, and it kind of sucks. Because I mean, it's like because it's like all everyone's talking the techno babble of the series. It's just like you just got one guy in the corner just being like, "What the fuck's going on? Why am I here?" You know, it just kind of sucks. And that's not the biggest issue of Zero Time Dilemma. There's a lot worse things about it, but oh well.
Her true hurt is revealed. There's another map.
And that tells us the location quite easily. Thank you, game.
More riddles.
I know, Paimon, your 2 brain cells are failing as hard as possible, but...
Paimon used up all her brain juice.
Okay, 1 brain cell. You never had any to begin with. Oh, gosh, why are we being mean?
Paimon will let you have all the fun. Or you could get Kaya to help.
Well, we can tell by the X on Xbox, the spot kind of thing, that we know the general direction we need to go. We need to check our map first and see, do we actually have the area on our map yet? No, we do not. So, ideally what we should do is we should go to the Statue of the 7. That way we can see it more clearly on the map. That's why I believe the statue on the 7 we're referring to is the one that's right over there. So, on we go, adventure awaits to explore the land that exists here. Oh look, an Amoculus. I suppose I could cheat by using that interactive map thing. But, to get all the Amoculus, but, I'm not too inclined to doing that, unless I'm needing a resource that badly. It really depends what characters we pull at the end of the day. When we've got the money and resources to pull for characters. I'm not saying I'll spend money on the game, but let's face it, I wouldn't be surprised if I do so if I get too invested. Because, yeah. Speaking of which, I really should have spent money on Sentinels so I could have had Bernice. But anyway, that's something for me to weep quietly in my bed at night about over instead. Yeah, that's why I'm rather pathetic, aren't I? Anyways, enough about me being a shit person. Mountains! Woo, I love cliff sides. They're so fun to climb. Especially with no rope, no things to jab into the stuff, no protective gear, no understanding that you shouldn't just go about climbing up a cliffside all willy-nilly. These enemies are going to hurt a little bit more because they're level 10. Great news! This one's dying horribly because the archers use fire. Yeah! That saves us a load of hassle. Whack with a big fuck off stick.
Ooh, wonderful. Someone needs assistance.
This here is a different healer shell. I'm not sure which one it commands, but the staff means it commands some kind of elemental power in its own accord. And we've just murdered it. Partly for fun. Anyway, that one's sealed. If I do that puts Amber at level 12. That'd be useful. I was trying to add. Ah, 24 of those works. Right. Auto add. There we go. Not using these at the moment. Or add. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll level up these a little bit. Our resources! Not good enough for everyone. Ah well. What slots do we have stuff for now? Oh yeah, we have stuff for this now. I mean, Traveling Doctor's fine, I guess, or yeah, because that's geo damage. Red damage works. Okay, what are we missing here? I don't really think we'd be doing much in terms of geo damage, but apparently that is what people would put on there anyway, so all in all it makes sense. Hitting bonus, I guess. Get more health. That's cryo, hold on. I'll sold cryo unit! You have spare fancy stuff. We do. Good. There we go. This will make fighting a little bit on the easier side. We just went past some fireflies. Firefly, won't you shut your eyes?
The statue of the 7 seems to be affected by a monster nearby. Defeating that monster might remove this strange wind
What
current
kind of
circling around
monster
the statue of the 7?
Paimon that does affect the proceedings? Ah, that kind of monster. This is an Eye of a Storm. Basically, it's going to be up in the air a lot of the time, so actually the best way of dealing with it is using ambush. It is level 9 though, so we've actually overprepared maybe a little bit, but... Oop. There we go. And that removes the barrier, stopping us from accessing this Statue of the Seven. Yay! The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. And we can now see more area. Lovely stuff. Although we should actually probably head down to here with Springvale. Right, how many necklaces do we have? 4, which is more than enough for the next level. So might as well hand them in since we're here. No, pardon me. Whee. Yeah, just an entry in the eye of the storm. Fair enough. Oh, there's an amnioculus over here somewhere. Oh, found it. It's in the air. It utilises the power of these thingies. I don't know what these things are called, to be honest. And since we're in the air, might as well use that to our advantage. Into Springvale at night.
Over here.
Ah, I blew myself up.
The more, the merrier.
I should probably enact the shield.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Dodge this.
You are dead. Haha. And that treasure is
Quite
now
the fun.
mine.
Catch the wind.
Well, there's the waypoint, but unfortunately it would appear we're about to run out of stamina, so... That's... you know, being able to get more stamina out of the out of using the statues, it makes sense. Because we need it, holy hell. Anyway, with that waypoint gotten, the direction we need to go is to the south. I don't need to look at the material. I remember. How much do I remember? Enough. Oh, noes. Right. Tally ho! Over there is the location we need. Up the waterfall. Not necessarily the correct sort of logic to be using, but oh, fog. Come here, folks. I need to make DES fog. That's a shit fusion card, but I had it as a kid, so I don't care. I didn't have a frog deck as a whole, but like fucking hell, that's just like a random ass card I had. I don't think I even had enough of the mats for it, but you know. I always think that with something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even Pokemon, there will always be that thing that is just so utterly, horrendously bad in the eyes of 90% of the fan base. But then you'll always have those people that, because they grew up with said thing, like, let's think, something like Magikarp. There are people that appreciate Magikarp. But maybe that's less a child thing and more just, holy shit, Gyarados is fucking cool kind of sense. And let's see, we should head to a location that matters. Maybe not, because we're actually going further away. Well, by me. But the point being... treasure!
A reward on the road.
Oh, so since we're here, might as well go to this Forsaken Rift. And yay, AR! Also, we can see that this is the talent level up materials, and we can't access any of it until AR 25. So that's when the game expects you to start leveling your talents, you see.
Freeze! Dodge this! Ah! Cool it! Thin blade!
Oh, I touched the wrong character. Come on, you ice slimes. Oh, this is taking too long. Die, you enemies! Well, that slime fell many miles down. Anyway.
Is this
This time, the mysteries have all been solved.
Yeah!
It sure took a lot of work. But in all fairness, this treasure map really is terrible. It looks like it was drawn by a pirate.
Oh, it looks fucking terrible, but maybe artistry isn't a necessary factor. Let's report to Kaya first.
Paimon believes that there is no need.
Explain yourself, Paimon.
Let's go for it. Don't want anyone else to get there before we do.
Uh-huh.
Like the treasure hoarders Gaia told us
Sure. I wonder if maybe if there is a treasure, it shouldn't be in the hands of Paimon.
about. Anyways, Paimon just wants to borrow the sword to... no, you heard nothing.
Oh, no, please, Paimon. Carry on.
Just wants to see it.
Jar. I am currently streaming. Oh, that happened. Anyways.
Definitely not to become super mega powerful and do nothing but play. Alright, Paimon will save the chit chat for later. Arcadian treasure hunt, here we go!
But for whatever reason, that reasoning apparently was good enough for the traveller to go, sure, why not? Let us just go to where the treasure's buried before, without talking to Kaya, because, you know, he trusted us to do this so that it would be found and all that. Obviously, there's more to it at play. I do remember the quest. But still... Full metal, what now? As we destroyed a Geo shield off of a Geo slime. Thereby lowering its defenses and murdering it. Yeah! Murder, woo! Did the slime did we have to do it to that slime? Yes. Yes, we did. And an homunculus while we're here. Let's get our hands on it. And there's another one on the path as we make our way. Yay! And more! And that's silly, that's heading in the opposite direction. Hey look, there's one right here. It's just off the cliffside. We're skilled enough to know not to fall headfirst into that situation. Anyway, this is heading over here, right by this cryo wedges fine, so... I missed. How did I miss? It was right in front of me. Well, no, that dealt with.
a reward on the road?
Get that chest, and then let's head in the direction of that homunculus and see if we can see it from a standing position. Ah, there it is. Looks like another one of these things. It's a smaller tiered version of one that we already did. Funnily enough.
I'll keep this
Chest in
close.
the middle of nowhere. It's just over there, but the Hilichurl's guarding it. And over here we've got a Shrine of Depths. We require a key for this, but there's a chest inside. A chest that will contain more better than average resources, but ultimately, obviously, we kind of need to get our hands on the specific key required, otherwise we're not going to be entering anytime soon. There'd be a 1, there'd be a 2, there'd be a 3. And that's enough to go. Yeah.
A reward on the road.
Are we passing by any additional things? No, we're not. We could have actually just gone straight to the temple then. Well. Ooh, what we see here is some electro ones of these. We're going to need to switch Lisa in. I do notice that there's a bunch of places in Mondstadt that are very much attuned to the idea that, well, you know, you're free to play person who's...
no stone unturned.
Or someone who's just started the game. They're only going to have, at most, Traveller, Amber, Noelle, Kaya, and Lisa. These things are attacking me first. So to serve the pain and punishment I am getting.
Freeze!
Lime seed. But yeah, as I was saying, we're going to need to switch into Lisa for this. Oh, no, that's not done. Party set up! Oh, this is different. When did they do this?
Oh, are you taking me out?
I forget that that's changed their language. I'm just so used to the purpley void of nothingness. Or was it blue void
What do
of
you think,
nothingness?
cutie?
Anyways, screw the temple that's over there, because it's where it's been there before. We gotta glide ourselves down this way. Do 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 do.
This must be the Arcadian ruins.
Oh, it's just a narrow corner cliffside. You'd have think treasure hoarders would have found it by now.
Plain. Oh, Paimon gets it. The perfect disguise is always in
Yes.
plain sight.
That's what Kaya was definitely going for.
Grandpa sure is impressive. Oh,
Listen, Paimon.
nice.
You did even try,
It's no
did you?
time to get suspicious. We're close. Hurry, the treasure is waiting for us.
Well, into this place we go, and the recommended elements are Cryo and Electro, so taking Lisa and Kaya with us is pretty much a must. Maybe I could have taken other people, but we don't really have much in terms of others, so... Great news! We might have quite quickly.
Dodge this! Freeze!
Ooh.
So sorry.
You're in for a little shock.
Ooh, we've trapped it round the... Oh. Well. There we go. We did it. We won. See, that's all you just defeat your enemies. You cause them to go over a wailing and fall into a bottomless pit. It's the most effective strategy. It's not the most honourable, but regardless.
Is this the end?
No, pardon me. Well, I mean, it looks like there's additional doors, Paimon, but I mean,
My treasure?
sure, this is definitely the end.
Let's look around.
Pardon me, and
I'll save you the trouble. How about you let me take over?
sure, mysterious stranger, you obviously are the nicest of people, but nah, it's the treasure hoarders.
Sharp eye, but too slow. I'm Izard.
Darn.
I thank you both on behalf of the treasure hoarders.
Well, Paimon, it would appear we were being followed. Maybe we should have informed Kaya in the first place.
We've been keeping a low profile. How did
Ah,
we
yes.
out?
Low profile.
Paimon won't let you have the treasure without a fight.
Paimon being more expressive than we are.
You would be wise not to underestimate us. My gang is just outside waiting for my order. However, they're not as sociable as me.
I'm sorry to rain on your parade,
Hello, Kaya.
but your gang won't be participating in your current plan. If you'd like to ask why, you can go see them in Mondstadt prison. Or perhaps you'd prefer to join them permanently.
The Knights.
Well, what do we have here? Kaya and the Knights. Ready to round up everyone who is
He wants
definitely
to
trying
steal
to
your
steal
treasure.
shit.
Get him.
Which should include Paimon. Paimon, you're under arrest.
Oh, almost had it.
Oh, you mean the treasure? Sorry, but there wasn't any treasure to begin with. You came all the way for nothing. Just give it up.
What a twist.
What? No treasure? Did Kaya just say there isn't any treasure?
Yep.
You got me good. Didn't think the Knights would resort to such tactics.
A thief has no right to criticize the methods of the Knights of Wait, what are you?
You're not gonna get me. Okay. Oh God. What is this? I didn't mean it.
Well, what do we have here?
What a troublemaker.
You, Knight. You're not gonna watch me die, are ya?
Ooh, as tempting as that is, this is a ruin guard.
What an interesting suggestion.
Has a weak point.
Fine. I'll confess and go quietly.
Some of the
Please,
enemies we
just help
fought in
me.
some of the trial ones also had big points, and I'm glad I
Alright
remembered
then.
them, but
Guess I will
At
have
that
to do
point,
some
but still.
overtime work after all.
Blitz.
Hey.
Surrender and be gentle.
Freeze.
despite the additional enemies, this is actually quite an easy fight. Especially if you actually understand how to utilize weak point stuff. Sorry, the FBI was hunting me down.
Having
What
my
did I
life
tell you?
saved by a knight.
Jaywalking is just such a serious crime.
Don't forget what you promised. Or that thing will be the
Seems
least
as
of
if
your
they
worries.
have 20 less people now. Huh. Certainly a thing.
Hey, is this how the Knights of Favonius treats the people they catch?
I'm
They have to
just
treat treat them somehow.
All right. Let's take him back.
Sir, yes, sir. Captain, should we take these two in as well?
Oh well, Paimon, this is what you get for going behind Kaya. Now put your hands up.
What?
Of course not. They are the ones who made this arrest possible. Without them spreading our fabricated intel, we wouldn't have been able to catch the treasure hoarders.
Yeah, so the intel is fake.
You're a bad man for lying to me. Shame on the Knights.
Haha, suck it.
All right. Stop it already. Though the treasure doesn't exist, you did want it for yourself, didn't you?
Yep, Paimon certainly did.
Otherwise, you would have informed me of your intentions, no?
Well,
I like how we're face palming because let's face it, this is entirely Paimon's fault. We just listen to whatever she decides,
let's go.
and that's
I'm
what
done
we get.
talking to him.
Just a sec. You did help me out. So you do deserve a reward.
Why is that knocking on my door? Oh no. Well, it was nice knowing you.
This is the triumphant harbinger of dawn that points towards victory.
Now, let's not get
it
hasty.
symbolizes light and victory.
Triumphant harbinger of dawn that points towards victory. That is such a long name. Are you sure, Kaya, you didn't read one of those damn mangas that need to be way too wordy for their own
I would
good?
like to present you with this harbinger of dawn as a
Oh,
reward.
there we go. That's a much more simpler name, if still relatively wordy. Enemies have been handled the French way. Oh, baguette works the best. This is son passon.
That's right. It suits a well-cultured and disciplined person such as yourself. Wouldn't you say, Paimon?
Yay, Paimon can get a sword.
If the reward is this harbinger of dawn,
You'd forgive me, right?
No.
I'm honored to have such
I'm
an
joking.
understanding friend.
Obviously, we
Yes,
will
yes.
forgive Kaya.
You have my apologies for the deception. I will not use the same method
And
twice.
Paimon has been completely charmed.
What a wonderful day. Now, I have to go interrogate my suspect. Please excuse me. Do come visit me at our headquarters when you have the chance.
And thus, Pavo Orclus Chapter 1, Act 1 is complete. We'll grab our treasure and get out of here. The Harbinger of Dawn, if we actually do have the weapon, is your simple freestyle weapon. It has crit damage as its substat other than just the base attack, and it has vigorous. When health is above 90%, your crit rate is increased by 14%, and obviously more if you refine it. So, you know, not a bad sword, but obviously as per usual, the way that it's made out to be is a little bit more over-exaggerated. Because let's face it, we could do several multis and get nothing but those Harbingers of Dawns. Anyway, we did get a thing in this apparently, and we need to hunt down a Cryoabyss Mage and 3 rewards and blossoms as well for Blossoms of Relations to move on to Chapter 3, which doesn't unlock to us until AR10, which we are making our way to. We have got Amber's quest to do. Also, there's treasure right over here, since we're right by it. There we go.
Oh my.
Right. So the tiny weak spots, large thing. Oh my god. Okay, well, anyways. Wait, what are we doing? Oh yeah, Glide with the Wind. We also have a new quest in Mondstadt itself to look at. Talking to a shop owner, Marjorie.
look! Doesn't that shop look interesting?
I
Let's
guess.
see what they're selling.
Welcome. Every treasure here is unique. Guaranteed.
Yep. There's nothing here that Paimon recognizes.
Ah yes,
That's
the
for sure.
reflection of the window. Or the way the textures look in general due to the lighting.
What did I tell you? These are all rare items brought back by adventurers from all corners of the world.
We've got ourselves this local item you can find literally all over the rest of the world, but not in Mondstadt.
Is there anything that
I'll
catches
just
your
travel
eye?
to Leeway then. I don't ask about the price of these
No
invisible
need.
objects.
I forgot to mention, I operate on a trading basis. Goods for goods. No more accepted here. I've been trying to
Well,
make
that's
something a
certainly
bit
a
special
way to
recently,
do things.
and I need a lot of animo sigils to decorate it with. Do you have any animo sigils with you?
Oh, I think we've got a few kicking around somewhere in
It
this
seems the
bag of
animal
holding that we
archon
happen
approves
to
of your
have.
adventures then. More to the point, any animal sigils you find, you can trade in here for items in the shop.
And we can browse for items. Here in the souvenir shop, we can get our hands on some of these character ascension materials. Specifically of the fire, water, wind, ice, geo, and electric society. We can also get some weapon ascension materials, specifically a tile of Decabra Tower, Bull's Wolf Milktooth, and Fetters of Dandelion Gladiator. And we can see that they are all in the domain of forgery on Pacific days. Or on a Sunday for all 3. So, yeah, you have to specifically play on specific days to build certain things up. Lovely way of getting people to carry on playing your game there, Hoyo. Also, a memory of roving gales. This is required for us to get to all of the constellations on a Anemo Traveller. Due to the fact that the Traveller is never wishable on any banner ever. Yeah, it makes sense, it's the sole character that you guarantee have no matter what. On the moment you press the start game button. We can also get a Northlander sword billet for 225 anime sickles. This would be required for us to then forge a 4-star sword. We can actually get one for free thanks to those rewards that we were able to get last time. And yeah, we'll be able to get more of those eventually, I guess. But anyway, and of course there's Mora. The one and Anemo Signal version, you can only purchase 60 times. Then it's 2 per. Well, might as well get these for the potential needing of using them for any weapons in the future. I'll save everything else for the potential future of when we may be building stuff.
If you find yourself short, just keep exploring.
Aren't they really just for decoration?
Absolutely. What could be more beautiful than a gift from the Animal Archon?
Pardon me. The Anemo Archon themselves? I don't know.
Okay, you got me. It's actually more complicated than that. But it's easier for people to understand if I just say it's for decoration. Obviously, the reason I need Anemo sigils is because they have properties that other materials cannot provide.
There we go, the actual reason. I feel like you're making this sound more mysterious than it actually is. And that is probably the case.
Paimon's curious now.
Now, once again, Paimon is easily swayed, but still.
Well, it wouldn't be much of a surprise if I gave everything away now, would it? Do come
Yeah, I
again soon.
suppose so.
And bring me lots and lots of Anemo sigils next time. Please also visit if you come across any weird and wonderful treasures on your adventures.
No, I suppose I could and all that. Anyway, might as well head to the Adventurers Guild and get rewards for the AR levels that we have gotten since last time. aka AR9, which does give us another accessory. Yay! Adventurer's Flower, meaning it will be health. But also some elemental mastery. At Lord level AR10, we'll be getting Prototype Rancor, which does give a 7.5% physical damage bonus. Yay! That'll be useful for any physical sword wielders. We'll consider those options at a later point. Anyway, our only real option for gaining more stuff will be doing a quest that's over here. This is Amber, having a story quest. Lovely stuff. More importantly though, there is a thing that I want to do. I'm not sure if the game will cutscene me, but we'll see. There we go. I'll switch back to Traveller. Sus sounds from characters aside. Wait, up here we go. No! Oh, come on, me. I can do this. There we go. Beloved of the Anemo Archon, we sit in the Archon's hands. Because truly, we are a true gift of the wind. Ah! There we go. That nets us another achievement. So I suppose we should get the Purigen Swan. Ah yes, Mortal Traverse 2 is where they put the obtain the power of Electro. Well, we won't be doing that anytime soon. Oh, wow, we have an achievement from something else. Ah, Challenger Series 1, that's the Full Metal What Now one. We need to specifically get an Electrician Mage to do its ward. And we need to make sure that Abyss Mage doesn't do its ward. Well, regen its ward. And we also need to find a wooden shield ward Mitatrell to set its shield on fire. And with that, we'd be able to get a name card. Actually quite a simple one. We can change our avatar apparently. Oh yeah, because Lisa. I didn't. Actually, how many provisions do we have now? Only 147. We're just not getting any, are we? And besides, we would need how many? We need another 4 for the beginner banner thing, and another 3 for the standard banner, for the limited banner. If we want to try to get our hands on Chaska. Anyways,
Hey,
Amber.
Traveler, I've been looking for you everywhere. How's that wind glider I gave you last time?
Pretty good.
Seems like it's really growing on you.
Yeah.
But then again, you don't have a gliding license, do you?
So Amber gave us a thing that we shouldn't be using then. It'd be like if someone gave me a car and said, "Hey Chris, go wild with driving." That'd be a very bad thing because I don't have a license. Well, I have a provisional, but I haven't actually bothered to learn how to drive. Partly because of the motion sickness.
A gliding license? What's that? Isn't it obvious? You gotta have a gliding license to legally glide.
Then you should have told this to us earlier, Amber. Ah!
Oh, but we've been gliding for ages now.
Actually,
This is
Paimon,
the
I think
first
what
we've
you're
heard
doing
about
is
it.
called floating.
Yeah, you've been gliding all over the place. Everyone's noticed. So, you came looking for us because you want to give us a gliding license? No way. The Knights of Favonius have strict rules. You need
Alright
to pass
then.
an exam, and only then will the Knights issue your license. Today, I'm here as an examiner to oversee your official gliding exam.
Yeah,
I gave you your wind
This
glider,
makes
so
sense.
this is my responsibility. At least that's what acting Grandmaster Jean would say.
Yeah, it is your responsibility. You did
What a
give this
pain
to
in the
us.
butt. Then again, since Amber is the examiner,
It's fine. I can
I'm
do
sure
this.
you'll glide through it.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole city saw how well you flew the day that Storm Terror attacked, so I'm sure you'll have no problems.
Yeah.
But we do need to respect the rules and
And
glide
yeah, obviously,
properly.
that makes sense. We should respect
Here,
the
take
rules
this
and all that.
gliding manual. No need to memorize it. Just be familiar with everything in there. For example, only one person per wing glider. No carrying
Fair enough.
anything over the set weight limit.
Okay.
No taking off using an animo slime,
Oh,
and
that
so
makes
on and
sense.
so forth. Anyway, be sure to read it, okay? I had to read a load of big, thick books too when Lisa was teaching me magic.
Ah, you know magic, do you?
Wow, that's a big old book! Paimon thinks we best get started. Great, come find me when you're done. I'll be at Windrise.
Well, we'll go to Windrise once we've read this book.
The Knights of Favonius gliding manual does not sound like a fun read.
No, of course it doesn't. It's not meant to be fun. Well, I guess we better get started. After Amber leaves, we begin to read the gliding instruction manual with Paimon.
When the first wisp of wind brushed across the land,
We get the level of animatedness
birds
for
that
this.
yearned for the sky had wings, but no way to fly.
Damn you, God, why do you cast me with no arms then?
God, how can we reach the heavens? To which the animal god replied, "You have yet to find.
First
that
you
which is
jump,
most
then you fall,
As
then
the
you could
god
consider that
spoke,
flying, but
the
very
wind thrust
poorly.
The seeds of a dandelion high into the sky. The birds thrust out their
All I
wings,
can think of
but
is
the
are the
breeze
famous
was all
birds.
too mild, leaving
Train
them
on
to
pilots.
stumble across the earth.
That's actually much more recent
So they
than some
went
things
to
I
the
can think of
gorge,
sometimes,
where
but
the
still.
wind showed off its wild and incomparable
It's a
strength.
scary cliffside.
Threw themselves off the cliff.
No,
and
you
fled
lemmings!
their
Wait, hang on,
wings
they're birds,
amongst the
not lemmings.
howling winds, until they were able to fly freely in the sky. To the
They did
animal
it.
god
They
used
went.
to gleefully say,
In a way that allowed them to stay in the
all
air.
they needed was a stronger wind to fly.
Ow, my
In
shoulders.
reply, the animal god said, "What you lacked was not wind, but courage. It is courage that has allowed you to become the first flying bird."
And then a few seconds later, a bolt of lightning struck it and electrocuted it, and it floated into the sea and drowned, assuming it didn't die from the electrocution.
That's a cool story. But is the Knight's gliding manual really written in that style?
No, it appeared that the people in Mondstadt really understand the romance in learning to glide.
Huh. Anyway, let's go find Amber.
Well, with that reading now done, Wind, Courage and Wings. Lepus Chapter Act 1. Will we ever see an Act 2? Oh, don't ask me, I don't know. Maybe there has been an Act 2 and I'm completely unawares of it. Anyway, over to Windwise, aka time to teleport to the temple. To be near to where we need to be. Damn it, we're on the wrong cliff. We need to be on that one. Damn you, Ho-Yo. For not making every 5 meters be a waypoint. Although that would be rather annoying in its own sense. At that point, you might as well just allow fast travel all over the place. Just doesn't matter where exactly you are. Oh, we ran out of stamina. Alright, okay, now that we're here. Amber! If this was Final Fantasy 14, you'd be getting head pats. Unfortunately, this is not Final Fantasy 14, so all I can do is slice you in half.
Great, you're here. Did you have a good read-through of the gliding manual?
This is what I mean by sometimes where it just definitely feels like that it's two parts of the same sentence. I mean, I read it, but I can't say I really grasped the rules.
Sounds like it was a real drag. I would know. I've been there. Ugh, the gliding manual is super dry. I couldn't get into it at all. Don't.
Meanwhile, Jean in her office. It feels like someone's criticizing me. Owen's window. Whoever that is, stop it! Right. Anyway, what was I up to?
Really? Paimon thought there were some pretty cool stories in the gliding manual. Cool stories? Oh, you must mean the example cases.
Ah yes, my favorite part of the book. The appendix.
Some of them I like. My favorite one is about the illegal Animo slime takeoff. Apparently, if you pop an Animo slime and take off in the
Just
burst
grab a
of wind,
needle,
it shoots
grab
you
a
up
big
really,
Animo
really
slime,
high.
run
I
at
really
a
wanna
cliff. Ah, whee!
No, not that story. Paimon meant the one with the little bird who wanted to learn to fly. What? Let me take a look. Oh,
There you go.
Shoot. This is the storybook I used to read as a kid.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Oops, sorry. I put both books in the same pile and must have grabbed the wrong one when I was leaving.
It happens.
How in the heck do you confuse a bedtime story with an instruction manual? This is so embarrassing.
Let's all point out loud for the person that did the embarrassing thing. Ha 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 ha. I'm a bad person. I was trying to come up with the right word.
It's because
I'm also dumb.
maybe deep down inside,
Paimon's stuck in my
that
brain
fairy
cells, you
tale is
see.
the thing that truly taught me how to glide. What you lacked was not wind. It's courage that's allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world.
Then maybe I'll become the first flying human in this world. Time to leap off a cliff. Yeah.
Reading that gave me the courage to glide, to become an outrider, and to become the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
How many other gliders are there in Mondstadt? I must inquire for you to be the champion.
But anyway, let's get back to the exam. Don't be nervous. Just glide like you're used to. Okay then.
Oh wait, and you violated that rule, all these rules, rule number 172. You violated that the moment you breathed, buckaroo. Just... some rulings are like that with things. It just makes you go, what's the point of it all? But anyway, we got 180 seconds, 3 minutes, to get through this. Wait, did I hear myself say 3 minutes? WWE never changed. Well, no, wait, no, that was a long time ago. Thankfully, they have changed. Like if they were to do something like the Billy and Chuck thing in today, like, it probably would go without any issues. Instead of like, hang on a second, none of this is actually worth doing. We've wasted everyone's time and shat all over the storyline.
The next part of the exam is in Mondstadt. See you there. Don't keep me waiting.
Alright, to Mondstadt we go. Easy
Alrighty
time.
then. You heard her. Back to the city. Let's not
Oh,
keep
no,
her
that's the
waiting.
wrong button. No. Back to Mondstadt for the second part. Now this bit can actually be relatively tough. When I did it, it was actually a little bit more of a struggle than you'd think. But, you know. Sometimes a bit of a struggle in a challenge is worthwhile. As long as it's still fun and doesn't cause boatloads of stress, I think there's definitely things that can be said.
I'm all set up. Let's carry on with the exact same deal as before. Glide through the markers and get to the finish without stopping in the middle.
Yeah. Easy enough. 108 seconds once again, once we're here. And apparently we've got to reach the target destination. What happened to the wings? Challenge complete. This feels off. Sure, there's more to this.
Seems like you've got the hang of wind gliding now. Let's do the final stage. Easy! You've flown this way before anyway.
Yep.
Once you've passed this final stage, you'll finally be able to get your very own gliding license.
Yay!
Just keep thinking about that license. Ready?
Alright, for the license. For the license. Yo! Reach target location in 60 seconds? Oh. Yeah, they've changed it. Ah!
You are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of Favonius.
We're dead, but... Oops. God damn it.
What's going on?
Please, show me your gliding license.
It got eaten by Baron Bunny.
It is against the law to glide without a license. I am arrested.
Craps. 2 storylines in a row where rightfully one of us is getting arrested for crimes. Darn it. Well, I guess I'll be doing Paimon in that prison cell now.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will forever carry on the wind.
I want a lawyer.
Wait, I'm an instructor. This is a gliding exam.
Oh, I see. Well, you picked a bad time to hold your gliding exam.
Really? Why?
The Knights of Favonius received a report from a sister at the cathedral, claiming she saw Raptor gliding around these parts. I thought your student here must have been his partner in crime.
Raptor? Who's that?
A known criminal in Mondstadt. He always uses a wind glider.
You see, there's an evildoer using a wind glider. For you see, he flies without a license.
Wow.
Oh, and he also does some evil stuff. But regardless.
So far, we haven't managed to catch him. Our plan this time was to draw him into the cathedral with a precious artifact and ambush him inside. But he escaped with the artifact.
Well, that was certainly not the wisest of strategies.
Fortunately, one of the sisters put some secret markings on the artifact using elemental magic.
Huh.
But he was too fast, and we couldn't even keep up with the trail the markings left behind.
Well, then you guys are fools.
If you need help chasing down a gliding criminal, I'm the one for the job. So tell me, which way did he go?
Yeah, this only feels like a thing that they should have gone to Amber for immediately, where it's like, this person likes to glide a lot. Let's get Amber to help. Instead
as far
of
as I know, he was
doing a
last
bad
seen
job.
near Springvale. But that was some time ago.
Alright, to Springfield it
Leave
is
it
then.
to me. With us chasing him down together, he doesn't stand a chance.
Sure.
Once we've got this Raptor guy, we'll pick up where we left off.
Yeah, once we clean up the body.
But no need to worry. I'll be sure to have a word with Jean.
So we're still dead, right? Yep. We died. They called him Raptor. Oh, we also have a quest here. The storm suddenly stopped. Oh, is that a bad thing? No. It's good that they stopped, yes. But it's all too sudden. I came up with so many contingency plans. Are we not going to get the chance to do any of them? My contingencies included ways to scatter people in the wild to avoid the storms, teach them how to survive. We're going to teach them to set basic camps to best control, avoid beasts and monsters. Never mind. Rather than take our chances out there, better to remain safe within these walls. Yeah, some of our investigating adventurers informed me that there are monsters congregating in the Whispering Woods. Almost everyone is out investigating and I must remain here to command them. Traveller, can I count on you to clear those monsters out? Consider it done. I'll leave it to you then. Don't worry, you'll be compensated fairly. Yay! Monster killing that we can do. Oh, so we hit AR10. Which gives us access to more things that we can see.
Barbara's here.
Barbara!
Healing to me.
Barbara is a free unit that you can get no matter what. This was a thing back in the day, back when this game came out. You have to just do a long shot, which is a quest that also requires us to be AR-18 for. The People's Choice.
Nice to meet you. My name
Song
is
Ling
I'm a chef from Liyue.
requires us to do the
kitchen.
Spiral
Practice
Abyss.
so hard, but I still get nervous when introducing myself.
Specifically floor 3, chamber 3 to get it. To get her.
Everything's ready. Let's go.
Cutting the leaves. This occurred after Sumeru happened. This requires us clearing floor 4, chamber 3 of the Spiral Abyss. Quite simple, really. It does mean that we get a free Dendro unit no matter what, as long as we do this. Which is good. That's good. And the curtain never falls on magic. We don't have to care about the Spiral Abyss, but we do have to get to AR 25 or up. This was introduced when Fontaine started, so that everyone would get a Fontaine character, Lynette in this case, a 4-star Animo user, and yeah, she has aesthetics alongside that Laney guy that you can get currently limited banner wise. They happen to work together at the very least. I don't know their story, to be fair. There might be more to it, but that's what I get for not playing the game since Fontaine came out. So, you know. Anyway, let's revive ourselves and maybe we should leave more stuff for a moment. But anyway, we do get access now to chapter 3 of the Adventurer's Handbook, which we actually do have several things already done. Partly because we had to kill a thing in a different part. We just need 2 more chests, process some ingredients, and enhance an artifact to level 4 to get more things. Lovely stuff. We also got mail. I did see that marker. That's where the 10 million global pre-registration milestone award was. We had to wait until we got higher AR level. Which does mean that we actually do have enough for a multi on the standard banner. But we can use 8 of them right now on the beginner's wish, no matter what, get that over and done with. Don't know what we'll get out of it in terms of 4-star, but hey, we'll do it. We are ourselves a slingshot. Cool Steel. Forest Shadow. Sharpshooter's Oath. Another slingshot. A Harbinger of Dawn. Another Harbinger of Dawn. See what I was saying about that? Ningguang.
Tianshin of Qixing.
That's nice. Sharpshooter's Oath. And another slingshot. So, we got ourselves Ningguang. She is a leeway character of the Geo element, utilising the good old Catalyst. Probably not using Ember Orb. We'll give her otherworldly story for now. I don't really think there's really much point in talking about her too much, because the way she works, she has a Jade screen we can set up, and its endurance scales based off of her max health. And Star Shatter, it's just Geo damage. We also get Trove of Marvelous Treasures, so we can always see Orphanes used in forging on the minimap when she's in the party. Lovely stuff. And she is voiced by Erin Ebers. Or Ebars. I don't know how that's pronounced. So, yeah. Affiliation with the Liwei Qingxing. So, we can give her some of these various artifacts we've got. Just considering our options, because we haven't got additional of some of the stuff that we might have wanted. Put Revolution on her, why not? We'll just put some stuff on. We can put her in the party, but there's not really much else we can do. Hey, we just gave her crit rate. Woo! Due to the fact that we probably don't have many level up resources at this moment, but we can put her on the team. Actually, this is our first instance of 2 of the same character, so if I just quickly add Noelle and Ningguang to it,
Understood.
We get ourselves an elemental resonance of the Geo form. The elemental resonances are dependent on whether or not we have 2 or more of a specific element in our party. For the Geo one, we get Enduring Rock. Increases shield strength, so something like, say, Noelle's shield, or the shield you get from Song Li, a limited character you can't get at the moment, their shield will last for longer, basically. Additionally, characters protected by a shield will have the following special characteristics, where the damage dealt is increased by 15%, and dealing damage to enemies will decrease their geo resistance by 20% for 15 seconds. So that's good news. If you have a shield applied on you, you can then deal more damage. And overall, the geo damage will also be increased as well because of geo resistance getting reduced in the process. So, you know. Meanwhile, Pyro gets Fervent Flames, affected by Cryo for 40% less time, and you get attack boost of 25%. Just a flat damage boost. That's kind of neat. Soothing Water, you're affected by Pyro for 40% less time, and your max health is increased by 25%. This is just a blanket thing as well, and that's kind of nice. Having 2 Animo decreases your stamina consumption by 15%, making you able to scale those cliff sides a little bit better, increases your movement speed by 10%, and shortens the skill CP by 5%, aka that's the cooldown. So we can use our skills again in a faster side of things. With Electro, we get High Voltage, affected by Hydro for 40% less time. Superconduct, Overloaded, Electrocharge, Kraken, Aggravate, or Hyper Bloom have a 100% chance to generate elemental particles with a cooldown of 5 seconds, so it doesn't just keep happening, going bang, 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 bang. Simple enough. And with Dendro, we get Sprawling Greenery. Elemental Mastery is increased by 50, just a flat 50 to EM. That's easy enough. After triggering Burning, Kraken, or Bloom reactions, all nearby party members gain an additional 30 EM Mastery for 6 seconds. After triggering Aggravate, Spread, Hyper Bloom, or Burgeon reactions, all nearby party members gain 20 Elemental Mastery for 6 seconds. Durations of the aforementioned effects will be counted independently. Lovely. And Showering Ice, when will give us affected by Electro for 40% less time, and increases crit rate against opponents that are frozen or affected by Cryo by 15%. So not bad as a way to try and help out with Cryo dealing more damage. And if you have any 4 unique elements, which you tend to normally have, Protective Canopy gives you all elemental resistance plus 15% and a physical resistance of plus 15% as well. Lovely stuff. So yeah, anyways, we're going to put Kaya back on the team for now. I'm fine with having unless we need Electro for a reason. Anyway, so yeah, Adventure Rank Rewards. Might as well go to thingy. Oh, Fox and Dandelion Seed. Might as well head over to Catherine, grab our AR-10 rewards.
Add Astra.
Reclaim our reward, which grants us a prototype Rancor. We can also now, thank you game. So the game is now telling us how to do this. Which I mean, yeah. Behold, what you can do with weapons. Which we already did, but regardless. Prototype Rancor is a 4-star, which means overall its attacks. Its base attack stat will always be more higher than any of the 3-star ones. What does matter though more will be what it does in its sub-stat bit, its other primary stat, basically its other stat, where in this case it's a physical damage bonus, and also its ability. So Smash Stone on hit, normal or charge attacks increase attack and defense by 4% for 6 seconds, and that is a maximum of 4 stacks. This event can only occur once every 0.3 seconds. So if you've got a physical attacker, this is great news. If you'd rather have, say, maybe a increase in attack and movement speed after using your elemental burst and having better energy recharge, then this would be better in a way. Oh, so while we're here, we've got more Harbingers of Dawns than we may be wanting to use. So we can select these, and now the crit rate when utilised while above 90% health will be now at 21% at rank 3. Lovely stuff. But as if we want that equipped, we'll equip the prototype Rancor. We'll even enhance it. We can actually just hold. And then if we want to raise it again, we're going to need to be able to get any higher. We'll need to be AR-15 to be able to ascend it. So, you know, that's how it is. And the halls. Heading on over to... Oh, I'm dying horribly. Okay, we really should heal ourselves.
Springvale. There must be some clues about Raptor around here. The sister from the cathedral put some secret animal markings on the artifact he took.
Good
Use
planning.
your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for clues.
through the power of this, well, we could actually already see that broken off branch beforehand, but using this should allow us to locate. But me and my boss is telling us exactly where we gotta go.
A strip of cloth with animal markings on it.
That must mean that this person used cloth from Mondstadt.
There's a good chance it came from a wing glider. Wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon. How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo slime?
Animo slimes are airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone stunts on one to take off.
Well then, I think we know our answer.
Are you telling me people actually do that?
Either way, let's make a mental note of these markings.
Well, he only hasn't got a license, and he probably doesn't actually care about the rules, Paimon, seeing as he's a criminal.
It appears that the elemental markings point this way.
Huh. Well, do you think he ran off ahead?
There's only one way to find out. Come on, we should keep following the markings.
Ooh, what's that? Looks like something's going on up ahead.
It sounds like there's a battle going on.
Oh no!
Could that be Raptor? Quick, let's keep going.
Well, I guess we better go and make sure that things aren't going horribly
if this
wrong.
really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken.
Over in the distance, we see some hillochells abusing a poor man. We must stop it at once. Don't worry, Fruit Friend Devourer. We did it.
The Knights of have arrived. The hillochells won't dare pursue me any longer.
What happened?
Hillochells attacked.
I can't believe it, but the hillochells attacked our carts. Luckily, I outran them.
Oh, good on you.
But I thought the Knights of Favonius had cleared out most of the hilly trail camps around these parts.
Well, then I guess they haven't.
It's a small camp not too far from the village. The route I take on my delivery runs ensures I steer clear of it. But today, some crazy fellow suddenly fell out of the sky and landed right in the camp.
Now, who does that remind me of?
It really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out in the open. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit cart to
not the
fruit! Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do when the merchant caravan gets here tomorrow.
Funny looking? In what way?
Oh, he was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in a straight line to save his life.
And that's why you respect the max weight limit.
Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects while gliding. I'm gonna report that idiot and make sure he gets his license revoked.
Heavy object? The artifact? This could well be our guy. Tell me, did you see which way he went?
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran from the hilly churls. I think he went that way.
Seems like a strong.
He didn't even point in a direction.
On with the chase.
I guess that means he's underground.
Don't worry.
I'll go get the
As soon
shovel.
as I get back, I'll tell the Knights to mop up the rest of the hilly churls as soon as possible.
Well, with all that sorted out, I guess we just now head this way because that's where we're going to go. Anyway, a bunch of apples. I was about to say ingredients, but there weren't really anything. But carry me. Perfect. A bunch of ingredients. Well, what do we have here? A bunch of treasure hoarders. Most of them got out of the way.
Apart from the hilly churls, there's a bunch of funny-looking people too.
Them be treasure
The
hoarders.
wind gliders they've got. I'd say this lot is with Raptor.
Oh, you don't say. Anyway, I feel like what we should do is probably upgrade Noelle's weapon. Just because that way we're definitely dealing more attack.
But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for?
I wonder. Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure.
But it is potentially working.
Look where we are.
There are no more elemental markings ahead.
Elemental power on the artifact must have worn off. Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position and sent his minions to slow us down. That way, when the effect wears off, he can make his escape.
Well,
Won't
simple
get away
enough.
with this. After him.
And in this hole in the ground
artifact, which
is
means
the
Raptor
hideout.
still has it on him. Forget.
which requires pyro, which we do have thanks to Amber anyway, because, yeah.
There's only one way over there. Raptor must be up ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide.
Fair enough.
But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take
And
off.
they're using bows. Bows are very useful. Well, crossbows. They're very useful for taking out
If
a
we're
flying
gonna do
thing.
this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with anything?
How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding
Much
exam?
more fitting for us
Are
to
you
have.
sure that's how the exam is supposed to go?
It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly.
Yay.
Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Mondstadt himself. So, what do you say?
Yeah. Watch me nail this exam, and then then after that we'll be nailing Raptor.
Woohoo! Good answer. Prepare for takeoff. Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours.
Man, I can't believe a dinosaur's been able to take off with some kind of artifact and then glide around. That's why they're called Raptor, right? But yes, while we're in the air like this, in this level, we drop bombs on the enemy. That's right, we're now one of those things that did really well at doing an aerial assault on enemies. What did they call it? Oh yeah, an airplane. Look out for the MAF, the Monster Air Force. Well, it's only got one person in it currently. Me. Let's not end up falling. Whee! Ah, God, man, some of these ruins are very large. See, some of these are smarter. They utilize the power of wind. Well, the power of multiple arrows, rather.
Nice! You breezed through it. You're a
Hey, we
natural.
don't have to kill them all.
I knew you'd be
Yeah.
fine. All that's
Oh, we
left
did.
now is to grab ourselves a raptor. Let's go.
Alright, onwards we go into a trial version of Amber. Can't trust us to bring our own Amber in here, game. Or to level our own Amber for that matter. See, what am I doing? This sword wall is perfect for a club to break. There we go. There we go. Oh no, the water! Huh. There's an enemy. I see no enemies.
Hey!
Right. Right, now are those dealt with? me actually hit the enemy. There we go.
I'll race you there.
Murder is the easiest thing to do. Well, we've glided over here.
It
And
looks
no
like
raptor
there's no
to
way
be
across.
seen.
Ugh, he must be around here somewhere.
Well, we've tried. Let's go home.
Amber! Over there!
Damn it, Paimon, stop being observant.
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
Referring to me, Amber, or Paimon?
You must be a raptor. You can't escape.
The answer is yes.
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Alright, well, simply, we'll just go grab an Anmo slime.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and
thank
let
you,
your
Amber.
leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Acting, Grandmaster.
Hey, watch it. You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you.
Deep breaths, Amber. Let's just examine our surroundings, just like you taught me.
You're right. Ugh, he's right there in front of us. If only we could glide across.
Man, if only we could do more than just fly and more than just glide and maybe, I don't know,
So
fly
how did
upwards
he
a
get
bit.
across?
Grappling hook, or spikes, or something.
It's too far to glide. It's definitely too far for anything
Nah,
like that.
you just lack imagination, Paimon.
There's also no sign of an anchor point.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
He's just
Oh
standing there.
no, he's getting away.
What if it's a dead end?
Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. The only way to get across is to glide there.
But,
Don't worry. I'm the gliding champion of Mondstadt, remember? If Raptor can do it, I can do it too.
We're here today to honour the passing of Amber, foolishly thinking she could do something that a criminal did.
Oi, Outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Mondstadt without your wind glider.
I mean, I have fallen quite high distances and broke my legs and died horribly in the process, but this will take serious guts, but it's not completely impossible.
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely impossible, gliding is the only idea left.
Yep.
Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was the gliding manual, but wasn't? The first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their
Why
reward
did
for
they
their
have
courage to
wings?
plunge into the canyon. Be my witness.
Oh, maybe that's why lemmings do what they do. Go, go,
Raptor says I'll never
outrider.
make it.
That sounds very similar to
If you
saying,
listen carefully,
go, go, Franco, go. Go, go, Franco, go. You know? By the way, the Pokemon Journey to Horizons thing, what I have seen of it, so it's alright. It's obviously intended for kids, but that makes sense, it's Pokemon, you know?
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now. Back home like a good little girl.
How many times is he going to keep saying that?
Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully,
You can hear Raptor more clearly saying that you'll never make it.
the wind says I will make it. And that's
Meanwhile, the
good
Amon
enough
Archon. Yeah, sure, my wind's saying that. Anyway, back to sleep. I'm making the jokes so I can, because I know when the Animo Archon's showing up.
Amber, no!
Oh no! We didn't make it! Random wind current ex machina!
Gliding! Amber's gliding!
You're crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
Hello, Raptor!
The wind
On
takes
guard!
shows you have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy.
I hate when they just run away. Eat wind tornado, losers.
Leave it all to me.
revenge. Eventually.
All right,
Sure
I
you
got
will.
him. I only noticed the wind current from in the air, and it's the only one. It would be suicide to try and escape in the direction Raptor was going. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us.
So we could just wait instead.
So he was just trying to fool us by acting smug, in the hope that
Maybe
we
he gave
would
his
just
game
let
away
him
by every time he
free.
kept saying, yeah, little girl, just go on home, you know?
Little
Not
did
being
he know
here.
We're not so easily fooled.
It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like a wise man once said, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. At the end of the day, gliding
Sure.
is 7 parts technique, 3 parts instinct, and then 90 parts courage.
And 100% reason to remember that name.
What you did now looked more like 99 parts courage.
It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous, but in the end, there was nothing to be afraid of, and I passed no problem. I
Yay!
kinda missed that nervous rush in the exams I've done since then. It just wasn't the same.
Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you mean exams since then?
Well, you see, Jin keeps being an authoritarian and keeps applying more rules. Quite recently it says, anyone wearing red is not allowed to use a wing glider. Now that just seems bullshit, so I had to pass it in my blue outfit.
Well, you see, the thing is, Mondstadt is all no glide zone this, no landing zone that.
Damn rules in this city of freedom.
Every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked. I must have taken the exam about 15 times altogether.
And doing something like this means you're going to have to do it a 16th time.
But I always pass the first time. I guess my little gliding manual ain't so bad after all.
So you say.
Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from Acting Grandmaster Jean sometime.
Yeah, that sounds good, and also I feel sorry
I'll
for
head off
Jean.
first because I need to escort Raptor back to the city.
Alright,
Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me at the cathedral. I'll issue your gliding license there.
good idea, Amber. We'll wrap up on the outside.
She just can't sit still, can she? Guess that's why she's the outrider. When this is all
Definitely
done
better
and
than that
dusted,
game,
let's
Outriders.
Getting this gliding license has turned into quite the adventure.
That it did, Paimon. That it did. Ah, the bells are chiming. That means it's 20 past 6. Maybe the odd Pacific time, but the time nonetheless. Oh, okay, my head hurts a little. That's not good. Right, okay, first visualize the archive in terms of viewpoint, cool. Right, Amber! Standing over there,
Someone
all
needs
holy
assistance.
and whatnot.
Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. You're officially legal now.
Yay, we're legal! Internet, take that the wrong way, I can assure you on that
I'm not
one.
surprised though. You are a natural after all.
Yeah, it was easy.
Oh, and I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding championship.
It's been several in-game years by logic of lantern rights, so...
I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's just me up there, on my own, gliding around. It's kind of
So there isn't
boring.
really anyone else that really uses gliders then. Cool, I'm definitely gonna win.
Oh, fighting talk. It seems you have no idea how terrifying the championship really is.
Glide over in that direction for about 5 minutes.
Well, until I kick your butt in the championship, I wish you a happy, liberating, and above all, law-abiding gliding experience.
Yeah, law-abiding.
Make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do, don't get your license revoked.
Well, what? We might have to do another story chapter with you.
Oh, brother. If you ask me, that's a bit rich coming from Amber.
Oh wells. And so, Lapis Act 1 is complete. Will we ever see an Act 2? Yeah, probably not. Anyway, we get 60 primogens. We also opened up enough chests for another thing in our Chapter 3 part. We do need to do these first and foremost in order to do Chapter 2. Oh, pardon me. I have a Ningon Avatar. How many do we have? We have 6 of those. Oh, okay. So we get one of these, and then the 2 of these. We can wrap, because I feel like I'm just going to end soon. We can wrap this off with a limited banner multi. Full stop. Simple enough. There we go. Weapon, 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 weapon. Plenty of 3-star weapons. And we round things off with
Hello.
Auroron.
Auroron from the Masters of the Night
Auroron.
Wind. Want some vegetables? Oh.
He was one of the people that we had to trial one. He has that fancy jump thing. So yeah, a young man from the Masters of the Night Wind who instead lives in the world alongside all manners of life. Ah, look at the little quill on his arm. Oh. Oh. Oh wait, that was a gliding squirrel. Aha. Well, whatever his character is like, he's obviously a big softy at heart. And he uses a bow. I don't know which bow would be the best bow that I've got for him. He does use electro, so I've got... So, I mean, crit damage will do for now. We'll give him sharpshooter. What are his talents again? So, yeah, just electric damage on his shooting. And then Night Sling manifests an ancient mystical technique from the Masters of the Night Wind as a spirit orb, which deals electric damage. When a pair of opponents nearby, it will bounce between them, dealing Night Soul aligned electric damage. Each time Night Sling is used, each man can only be selected as a target once. After 3 bounces, or there's no eligible targets, the orb will disappear. Okay, fair enough. Dark Voices Echo is an AoE electro, so electro, electro, electro. Everything is just electro. Damage this, electro damage that. Fair enough. And then there's a thing here where after a nearby party member triggers Night Song Burst, he'll gain 40 points within 15 seconds after using the ML skill. Whenever party members' Hydro or Electro attacks hit opponents, it gains 5 Night Soul points. Okay, so that works with Electro and then also Hydro characters. Electro charge reaction thing, fair enough. After 15 seconds, and then that's to do with other attack party members doing things. Night Whelm's Gift, Flowing Fog, and Sprightly Shadows while in the area with Phlogiston mechanics. He can use Night Song Transmission or one when active. Character is currently in the air. The following will true when switching to Orson, where he'll leap up high. Okay. So he can go higher up. Okay. And he gets the Art of Skin Changing. Increases gliding speed for your own party members by 15%. What is Ambers again? Because it's also gliding related. It is a stamina consumption. Oh, okay. So we put him on the team. So we give. So hang on. Actually, having him on the team for exploration isn't a bad idea. Actually, I'm not sure I'll use him, but.
What's the occasion?
So this is cool. New character. We get to actually say that. This guy is actually quite new. Damn you, Natlan. Oh god, that means if I wanted to build him... Oh god, that means when we get to the point of having to do this whole ascension thing, we're going to need to get mats from his stuff, from Natlan. Oh god, no. So I guess I'll give Adventurer gear. I'll give him some random bits and pieces I've got. I haven't really got much I can do with this. You know? But then again, we're early game. We won't have the actual artifacts that they would probably recommend. So, yeah, he is so new that they are being... currently, the artifact choice is still being tabulated. So, we're affecting things. Meanwhile, for someone like Amber, we can actually see. Because, yeah, she's been in since the start. I'm going to also vaccinate pressed up because we can actually see what people level up prioritized wise in terms of talents. People for Amber specifically focus more on the normal attacking, then Fiery Rain, then Baron Bunny. So yeah. Whereas at the moment we can currently see that they're tribulated, so we've got to wait until people figure out which one they prefer most to level. So yeah. What level up mats do we have? Do we have enough for level 20? We do! Flying squirrel thing! Oh, it's so cute. Whose voice is him, by the way? Nathan Noakes. And the affiliation is with Mictlan. There must be something within Natlan then. Because, yeah, I obviously will, I'll have no understanding of anything to do with that land, because I haven't gone there yet. But, yeah. So maybe we'll head outside and see how his jump is, well, outside of Natlan. Because, obviously, the way the Natlan characters work is that they are better in Natlan. So if we do this... Okay, so we go up a little bit higher in the air, and then he does his own form of glide for a bit. It does use stamina up a bit, but we can also move around a little. And then he goes into a glide state. So we get a little bit of horizontal movement before we end up gliding. That is very useful, actually. Hold on, while we're jumping... Cannot switch characters while jumping. Yeah, so you can't do that. Oh, wait, no, that was a Night Soul thing. I think that requires us to be in that land then. Okay. So, yeah. If we do a third stream, next time on Genshin Impact, this is turning into a playthrough, isn't it? Shit. I did not intend on that. I apologise. I just happened to be slowly getting into Genshin again. Next time, we'll start doing the Shadow over Mondstadt questline of the Prologue Act 2 for Tomorrow Without Tears. Because we can now carry on the main story again. Maybe we might even do things that will build our AR level more to get some of those free-to-play units in the event tab. Who knows? I don't know when I'll stream next. At least when it comes to Genshin Impact. Obviously, also today I did stream Trials into Reverie, so if you haven't watched that, check that out. So yeah, if you do enjoy, then hey, you can always do all the things you can on YouTube and check out some of the other stuff that I do. Reverie playthrough, the Pokemon Scarlet playthrough, some of the other things, maybe even the previous Genshin stream from yesterday. But outside of all that, until next time, I'll see you all. Bye bye.